Hello and welcome everyone for this new third secondary stage, second semester. The name of this lesson is Unit 3 and the name of the course is Traveler 6. This lesson is prepared by Noura Sufyani and presented by Faisal Al-Shahri. Our objectives for today has to do with the reading. So you're supposed to read or able to read fluently. Second objective is to enrich with a new vocabulary, and the third objective is to search for specific informations. All those objectives you need to be familiar with, especially in such a reading lesson. So as I told you in the beginning, that we are going to talk about reading lessons. So you're supposed to able to read fluently, to read without more than one stops, okay, and also to enrich with a new vocabulary. And the third objective is to search, to try to we called it in reading scan and skim. So search for specific information, and this is we called it a scan. All right, before we go deeply in this lesson, I need your comment. As you can see here, you can see 3 or 2 faces icons or icon faces. You are the cause of happiness. If I ask you where is the happy face in this icons, is it the red one or the green or even the yellow? Alright, so what does that mean? You are the cause of happiness. Do you want to be like the red face? Or do you want to be like the green? Or even you want to be like the yellow one? You are the cause of happiness. That means that you are who made the happiness for yourself. Alright? Now we are going to see an introduction to this lesson. What are some of the things that make you happy? The question again, what are some of the things that make you happy? Is there anything, once you do it, you feel that you are satisfied, you are happier than before? Is it doing sport? Is it talking to friends? Is it walking for half an hour or even sleeping more than 8 hours? So please, you need to think about some of the things that make you happy. I know there is surprising. I mean, people sometimes do weird things and strange things and they feel happy. For example, they prefer to stay in total isolation. They don't want to talk to anyone, and this causes a total happiness for them. And some people prefer to read books for more than 6 hours without any stop, while some people prefer to watch documentary movies. So all these activities you can see here in this picture. What kind of things that make you happy? I don't think it's not difficult. Even if just staying and watching some videos that interested you, whether sport, as I told you, or even documentary movies or scientific informations, whatever. Alright? Now we have picture, and we have title, and we have passage. The question now, how can I know the meaning of the passage if I have less number of vocabulary? Shall I look at the pictures? Or even read the titles? Or translate every single word in the passage? What do you think? The best way to get the information in any reading passage, especially in the English courses reading passage. In English courses reading passage, it's not difficult to know the main idea of any passage. Why? Because you might see highlighted word in the passage. The word is highlighted. You might see some pictures, and also you might see the title. So once you read the title and try to connect it with the pictures, you might have a clear idea about the theme, about the main idea of the passage. Once you know the main idea of the passage, it's not difficult to imagine what the passage is going to talk or be about. Right? So this is a question. Are you happy? And you have picture, and you have passage. So we want to see the picture and link it to the title, and then try to read. So this question needs to be answered. Are you happy? Okay, let's read then, and to get an answer for this question. Everyone wants to be happy, but it seems that not many people can achieve happiness. It's not surprising that people who have a large circle of friends are usually happier than those who don't have much of social life, and that healthy people are happier than sick people. What's surprising to most of us is that disabled people have the same possibility for happiness as the rest of us do. Even people who have been seriously injured in an accident describe themselves as happy 3 weeks afterwards. What have a naive belief that happiness means that nothing ever goes wrong. In order to be happy, we need to come to terms with a few truths. We must learn how to live contentedly with the negative elements of life rather than attempting to live life where nothing bad ever happens. A professor at the University of Chicago, Mihaly, has spent a great deal of time researching happiness and has provided us with some food for thought. He believes that the key of happiness is something he calls the flow. The flow is a state you are in when you are doing something that completely absorbs you. It comes when you are pushed right up to the limit of your ability, but not beyond. Not beyond it. People can get feeling of flow from dangerous sport like mountain climbing or driving fast, but it can also come from less strenuous pursuits like painting or even reading a great book. The point is that people do these things because they want to and not because they are looking for some kind of reward. A good measuring stick for those of us who are desperately seeking happiness is asking ourselves, is what I am doing today contributing to others that are most important in my life? If not, why you are doing it? Alright, So we read the whole passage. We're supposed to have a full idea about the theme, and we're supposed to know what is the answer for "Are you happy?" This is the title. We need to get an answer for that. If you want to make the job easy, now in any introduction of any passage, once you read it, the introduction is going to be about general ideas. Let's say that the title is Are you happy? The introduction of this passage is supposed to be a general idea about the answers of this question, and that once you go deeply in the first paragraph, in the second paragraph, or the third paragraph, it's going deeply and explain the reasons in detail. Alright? So we have some questions about the passage. Of course, you see one or two words underlined. So we need to guess. We need to speculate the meaning of the underlined words. We have two words. We have a naive belief. What does a naive belief? Firm, unrealistic, will-paced. And we have happiness comes from strenuous pursuits like painting. So what is the meaning of the word strenuous? Demanding, easy, and common. Alright? Let's select this first word and try to get the meaning of that, because this is one of our objectives, to read fluently, to enrich with a new vocabulary, and also to try look for specific information. Now we need to know what's the meaning of the word naive belief. Okay? So let's back to the passage and then read. We have a naive belief that happiness means that nothing ever goes wrong. So naive belief, nothing ever goes wrong. We connect with happiness. Happiness, no pain, nothing ever goes wrong. And if nothing even goes wrong, that is the happiness as our naive belief. So what is the meaning of naive belief? Alright? And the second one is strenuous. So we'd start with the first. People can get feeling of flow from dangerous sport like mountain climbing or even driving fast. But it can also come from less strenuous pursuits. Now, thinking of mountain climbing and driving fast, and if I say, if we connect it to this word, it will be easy to match. Driving fast and climbing mountain, and the word is less strenuous pursuit. And what is the less strenuous pursuit? It's not difficult like mountain climbing and driving fast. It is painting or even reading a great book. Alright, so you can guess the meaning from the word comes after, or even sometimes the word comes before, and try to link it to each other in order to get the main idea. Alright, so now it's your turn to guess what is the right choice for each word. Is it number 1? Is it number 2? Or even 3? And the same thing for the second word, demanding, easy, common. So you need to make your choice and then decide. Okay, here we go. Now you can check your answers with the this one. So the first answer is unrealistic. Usually, stick in our minds wrong beliefs about some ideas. Strenuous means demanding. Alright, we're still in the same passage, but with different questions. Now read the article and choose the correct completion in the following sentences. Alright, now number 1, it is surprising that sick people are happy, disabled people aren't generally unhappy, and people with a busy social life are happy. Now what we're supposed to do, we need to back to the passage and looking for surprising. It might have the same idea, and keep in mind those options. Sick people are happy, disabled people aren't generally happy, and then people with a busy social life are happy, okay? So try to memorize that. Also keep in mind this statement, it's surprising that. And let's back to the passage. Are we supposed to skim now, or even scan if you want to specific words? Let's go for surprising. Where is surprising? Much social life, sick people, happier. What's surprising? Alright. What's surprising? That most of us disabled people have some possibility of happiness as the rest of us. Is this the answer? We might see. We might read the sentence before. It is not surprising that people who have a circle of friends are usually happier than those who don't have much of social life, and that healthy people are happier than sick people. And let's go here and read the sentence. What's surprising to most of us that disabled people have the same possibility for happiness. Disabled people has the same possibility for happiness. Let's see if this sentence we have read the same with one. Disabled people aren't generally unhappy. So is the sentence is matching with the one we have read recently? I think it's match. Alright, so you need to make your choice and then decide. Okay, number 2. And outgoing people are happier, more boring, smarter than shy ones. So we are talking about happy and sad. You can exclude any option that has nothing to do with the subject. So for example, smart. We did not come across for smart people or the opposite of that. No, we were talking about happy and sad, more boring or even happier. If we select more boring, we have comparative in this sentence. So maybe the right word is happier. Okay? Now, we can achieve the flow by doing dangerous things or what we like or something that will be rewarded. So you need to make your choice. It's better to do things which are illegal, contribute to important things in your life, or even are silly. So what do you think? And we will check the answers. So, number 1, it's surprising that disabled people aren't generally unhappy. That's right answer. Outgoing people are happier than shy ones, which is mentioned in the passage. A large circle of people are happier than less circle of people. Now, number 3, what we like. This we can be done by what we achieve by follow. And then number the 4th one, it's better to do things which contribute to important things in your life. Here we go with the summary. We start with guessing the meaning from the title, Are You Happy? And then we look to the pictures and even reading some words in the passage. Sometimes you need to skim, sometimes you need to scan the passage. If you want to look for specific information, if you want to look for general ideas, you need to scan the paragraphs. You need to keep in mind that Every passage in English starts with introduction and then 2 or 3 paragraphs dealing with the details of the subject, and then the end or the 4th or even the 5th paragraph is dealing with the conclusion. Alright, so guessing the meaning, reading for specific details, all that part of reading skill.